right now, think about it, just this. So this is hard for me. I need to make sure I get my hamstrings opened up. Otherwise, it's going to hinder my range of motion in my position. Fair enough? Next step. When you get on these bars, if you've ever tried a toes bar, probably some of you guys are like, oh boy, this is really hard. And it is if you're doing it wrong. If you do it right, it's still kind of hard, but it's not as hard as it seems. So here's a couple steps, okay? If you've never done these before, we use some knee raises, knees to elbows, right? But let me just show you guys a couple things. So first step is we start getting a forward-backward position. Our shoulder generates this movement, not our lower body. Okay, so just like a kicking pull-up you guys have done before, you want to think about pushing and pulling on a bar. You push, you pull, right? Just like a kicking pull-up. And the reason why we're doing this is we're generating momentum from our upper body to eventually help our lower body. But the problem is if you start using your lower body to create momentum, if I start doing this, I'm going to get out of control when I try to do a toes bar. So now if I try to do a toes bar, it's going to look like this. It's going to be much harder than it needs to be. So when I perform a toes bar, what I'm doing is I'm going to rapidly push forward on the bar, which creates momentum for my feet to come up. So here's a great way to start. You're going to hang from the bar. Here you go. Forward, backward, push. Forward, backward, push. And what am I pushing on? I'm pushing on the actual bar. But if you notice, my feet are just simply rising up in this position. My next step is to push harder and pull my feet using my abdominals to the bar. Simply like a V-up, right? You guys have seen these before? So watch this. I'm on the bar. I'm going forward, backward, push. Forward, backward, push. Push. Now, as I do another one, some of you guys, have you guys ever done one before? And you get this weird thing that looks like this? It's like here, and it's like, the reason why it happens is when you get up on that bar, if you ever get in like a kipping pull-up position, to do more than one kipping pull-ups or to do more than one toes bar, you need to utilize your shoulders, not your legs. If you use your legs, it'll get you out of control. So watch what I do this, okay? I get one done. As I come back down, I use my shoulder, push, pull, push, head through, head through, head through. So you see how my head comes forward, my head comes back. And what it does is it controls my lower body and get knocking out of control. Okay? If you cannot perform these, what do you want the scale to be, Jay and Helen?
Knee raises.
Knee raises.
Yeah.
So if you cannot perform these, right? Here's a couple wins. A big win, hang on the bar. Win number 2, hang on the bar, pull your knees to your chest. Right? But if you can pull your knees this high, and then all of a sudden, miraculously, you start going to this high, we know that you're giving up, right? So try and get as high as you can and maintain that same level, right? If you can actually your knees to your elbows, that's the next step, right? Same exact idea. You push on the bar, your knees flat to your elbows, okay? So here's some skill options. Hang on the bar, your knees as high as you can, get 8 of those, right? Or 6 of those. Whatever, 8 of those. Otherwise, go higher, 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 etc. If you want help with the toes bar, I'll go ahead and work with you guys individually right now because there is a lot of key components to it as far as pushing. But again, keep in mind, you go push, pull, push. I push and I squeeze my abdominals, right? Just get beat up on the floor. What happens is my foot comes up to the bar. Once I touch, what happens to my head? It comes back through the window. You've got to go forward and back through the window, otherwise you're going to be out of control. Alright, let's practice that on 3. We're going to take a clap. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3.